sports announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
$145 over 92.
180 over 111.
182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life.
A lot of people don't understand, including myself, I didn't, now I do, the impact of having a stroke.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
Lowering your high blood pressure could save you from a heart attack or stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
It's a new life, but I'm gonna make it better. I'm coming back. Ask your doctor, check your blood pressure.
Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Attleboro High School Sports. Today, it's the Attleboro Lady Blue Bombardiers field hockey team taking on the King Philip Warriors. I'm Paul Healy along with Ned Rich. Hello, Ned.
Good afternoon, Paul.
This should be an outstanding game. The last game we covered, Attleboro had it was the first time anyone could remember Attleboro beating Mansfield in field hockey, and Mansfield's coach Nyan has been there for 14 years. It was a tremendous 3-2 win for the Bombardiers. Today they're taking on King Philip. King Philip has faced Mansfield twice, beat him 3-2 and 5-1 on their home field. KP won the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League 2 years in a row. Last year came in second place, so this is another big test for the Attleboro field hockey program under Coach Lindsay Antunes.
Yeah, well, we're hopefully going to get a good game. I say the last game was just an awesome one to watch. And this is a different game than what they would have been playing last year. The 77 with no penalty corners makes a different game.
Yeah.
So it's, we'll see. And
when we bring in the TV part of our audience, I'll share some comments that KP coach Lisa Cropper had about the penalty corner. She liked some of your ideas. She was actually watching the Attleboro-Mansfield game on YouTube, doing some scouting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. For the Bombardiers, they're going to start Kiera Murray at sweeper and back. They're going to play a 3-forward, 2-midfielder, 1-defender formation, as will KP. Kiera Murray starting at sweeper. Campbell Compton and Shea Salisbury will be in the midfield, and the forwards are Madison Ellis, Amanda Burns, and Hannah Webster, who combined for one of the prettiest goals you ever want to see. Their first goal against Mansfield, a long pass down the right by Ellis, a bullet pass that Burns was able to control, and then a beautiful cross feed to Hannah Webster, who tapped it home.
And once again, we have our visual aid to help us identify people here.
The visual aid?
We have this lovely set of posters showing us who all the seniors are.
Exactly right. Also in that Mansfield game, a huge penalty corner stop, penalty stroke stop by Attleboro goalie Ava Gardner. KP's going to start Abby Nixon. She's got 8 points on the year. Grace Crocker has 10 to lead the team. Her twin sister Isabel has 9. Also starting will be Kelly Holmes, Morgan Cunningham, Allie Beltramini. And in goal will be Mackenzie Manning for KP. And let's go ahead and... coming into the game... we'll cover the records when the TV side joins our broadcast, which will start in about 30 seconds to 1 minute or so.
Okay, well,
It's a crosswind today on the field, Ned, as the wind is blowing from the press box side of the field where we are across.
Well, it's a good sign our second official just showed up.
All right, let's bring it down in 5, 4, 3. Hello and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. Today the game is field hockey as the Attleboro. Ned, listen to this. The undefeated Attleboro field hockey team. We've never said that before. With a record of 3 wins and 1 tie, taking on field hockey power in the Kelly Rex division, King Philip. They're 4-2. Their only 2 losses to unbeaten Franklin. They won the league title in 2017 and 2018, came in second in 2019. Attleboro had a huge win over Mansfield in their last time out. First time in anyone's memory Attleboro beat Mansfield. KP's beaten Mansfield twice this year. Should be a heck of a test.
Yes, well, the teams are out there, but the officials are not. The referees are still gearing themselves up. This crew at least does have microphones to talk to each other during the game. That's
Excellent.
a relatively recent thing to be allowed.
We'll go over, starting,
Let's go for their own lineups. I think they're going to start real soon.
Yeah, Attleboro with a 3 forward, 2 midfielder, 1 back or sweeper formation. That's Kiera Murray in back. The midfielders are Campbell Compton, a returning All-Star, and Shea Salisbury. And their great first forward line of Maddie Ellis with 9 points on the season, Amanda Burns with 7, and Hannah Webster with 5. KP is going to start Abby Nixon, returning All-Star. The Crocker sisters, Grace with 10 points, Isabel with 9 points on the season. Also Kelly Holmes, Morgan Cunningham, and Allie Beltramini. Their goaltender will be Mackenzie Manning. Attleboro's goaltender will be Ava Haggerty. And it'll be tough for Ava to top her performance against Mansfield in the Bombardiers' 3-2 win.
But I'm sure she'll try.
Yes. Mansfield, green uniforms, gold numbers with white trim, heading right to left, 4 15-minute quarters. Attleboro heading left to right. KP has scored 22 goals on the season. With their 4-2 record, they've given up only 9. Attleboro has scored 19 goals and given up 3 in 4 games.
And field hockey plays with the blue lines. The yellow are for soccer, which on the far side means they can go a little bit beyond that white football line, which we all can see, because nobody can see the blue line from here.
Beautiful cross-field pass to Abby Nixon, sprinting down the left sideline, gets by Shea Salisbury, centering pass. Shea gets a stick on it. Mansfield recovers. There's Grace Crocker in front. Ava Haggerty with the right leg kicks it away.
It went off the end, so this is a long hit from the 25-yard line for KP.
Mansfield is coached by Lindsay Antunes in her 7th year. Lindsay, who's turned around this Attleboro program, played a goaltender for North Attleboro High School and also at Framingham State, where we have no evidence to prove otherwise. We believe she was the greatest goalie in the history of the Mass Athletic Conference.
Right.
Don't hold it to us, but that's what we believe.
As I said, we have no evidence to the contrary, and she hasn't bothered to tell us that either.
And she's never made that claim. KP, coached by the very impressive Lisa Cropper, in her 2nd year at KP. She was part of the Franklin staff for 8 years, and she started the field hockey program at Dean College. Ned, she graduated from Walpole in 1981. Walpole, probably the best field hockey program in the state, and then played at UConn. Here's Amanda Burns down the right wing. Centering pass, quick shot by Ellis, and that's blocked by KP, but the call goes against Attleboro. Nice defense there by number 6, Beltramini. Yeah, you play at Walpole, Ned, you know the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know about it in 81, but you certainly have in the last 20 years.
Yeah. And by the way, I've always complained to you, how come Watertown, the best Division II team, doesn't play Walpole, the best Division I? According to Coach Cropper, that's Watertown's fault, not Walpole. Turnover, no score here early. Attleboro, there's Campbell Compton, one of their returning All-Stars coming up. She's 23 yards out, pass into the middle of Ellis.
Good combination.
Burns on the right. Okay, Ned, I think we've determined that number 6 in the green, senior Allie Beltramini, knows how to play a little defense.
Yep. But in this case, this is a 25-yard hit for Attleboro.
Quick start by Compton. Long shot, bouncing in. Gets through to Burns on the right. Crossing pass, kicked out by their goaltender, Manning. Really kicked out.
Very good, actually. Didn't lift up at all, which with a crew of people around you couldn't do, because the easy thing for a goalkeeper in field hockey is to kick so the ball goes up, but that's a foul if anybody's nearby.
Yeah. Compton will start on the right side. One of the captains. There's Ellis. Ellis driving in from the right like a baseline drive in basketball, broken up in front by Morgan Cunningham.
Kept in by Attleboro.
Shea Salisbury, nice play. That call goes against Abby Nixon, number 1 in the white. Quick restarts for the Bombardiers, Ned.
Right, well, there's no reason to wait. They don't have to be like the soccer waiting for that second whistle, which just slows everybody's play down.
Crocker and Burns going at it. Crocker wins that one. That's the Grace Crocker variety. And Shea Salisbury with another steal, but the stick smack helped her. That was against number 22, Isabel Crocker. I guess we'll just go with Grace and Isabel. And then we'll find out later. No, she goes by Bella. Yeah. Down the right wing, there's Abby Nixon. She was one of the 10 players HockomockSports.com featured as players to watch this season. For Attleboro, it was their defensive midfielder, number 5, Campbell Compton. And there they are against each other. No score. 10.5 minutes to go, first quarter. It's been ages since Attleboro has beaten KP. We used to say that about Mansfield. Attleboro took care of that earlier this week, or late last week, excuse me. Great drive by Isabel Crocker off Compton's stick out of bounds. While we have a moment, I was talking to Coach Lisa Cropper of KP before the game. She actually watched the YouTube broadcast of the Attleboro-Mansfield game. She said, one, she was pleasantly surprised to hear two guys who knew what they were looking at in field hockey.
And I hope she was disappointed in how well Attleboro played.
No, it's funny, Ned. Coach Nyan for Mansfield, and there's an attack. Cropper tries to tip it, but it goes wide. Coach Nyan for Mansfield, Coach Cropper for KP. They're proud of Coach Antunes for Attleboro and happy for the girls to see they've really turned the program around.
Well, that's easier to say after you've beaten them in a game.
Long hit by Compton, picked off. Is that Cunningham? No, that's number 19, Holmes, excuse me, with 3 points on the year. Clear out of there by, boy, Campbell Compton's covering some ground.
Yeah, they're moving around. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. We've gone to 4 quarters for field hockey.
KP starts on the far right sidelines. They sub an awful lot, almost like a ice hockey team changing lines. And just as I say that, Sydney O'Shea comes in, who is an ice hockey player. I believe this is her first year as part of the program.
Right.
Attleboro coming up the middle. That's Madison Ellis. They play on. She tries to get it to Burns on the right.
Waiting for some help.
10 yards out, middle pass. Swept away by number 6, Belle Tarimi. I butchered the name. We'll get it better next time. And here comes the hockey player, Sydney O'Shea, down the left. Ice hockey, I should say. Kiera Murray on the defense.
Yeah, because these are hockey players.
Exactly.
The other ones are ice hockey players. The rest of the world plays hockey, and a few people play ice hockey.
Yes. They don't call it field hockey elsewhere.
Right.
Here's Hannah Webster coming up the sideline. Gets it to Madison Ellis in front. If Attleboro hurries, they have numbers on defense. Is number 15, O'Brien.
Good move. Good move around. Good move around.
Ellis to Burns on the right. In front. Tipped. Webster with the ball as the goaltender Manning is down. Boy, did Manning pop up quick.
He called a defensive foot, so we have a 25-yard hit for Attleboro.
Regarding your 25-yard hits, because we don't have penalty corners this year, Coach Cropper of KP was very impressed with your commentary. You get fouled at the 8-yard line, and you lose field position to restart at the 25. She wonders why the forwards, her recommendation was to have the forwards, and the long hit goes out of bounds. The 3 forwards for the defending team have to go back to the 50.
Yeah, no, they've taken away quite a powerful tool for attack.
And the other comment you made that she agreed with, it gives more incentive to the defense to foul.
Right, because they're not penalized much for it.
Shea Salisbury down the right, cuts back towards the middle. Tough defense there by Riley. And that call goes against Shea Salisbury.
She blocked her off. That was an obstruction signal. So in field hockey, you've got to give the other player a chance at the ball. It's an interesting rule.
Gentleman or gentlewoman sport.
Right. Yeah, too high.
Yep. Another comment we've made over the years is how it used to be when there were restarts, Attleboro would casually saunter into restarts. Lindsay Antunes has got them to explode into their restarts now.
Right, and a few years ago change in that they don't have to pass it to somebody, just supports the idea of a fast restart. You just get it and keep playing.
Centering pass by Burns was knocked away by Jen Daniels of KP. And KP's defense has shown early in this game they are very effective at stopping those crossing passes, which Attleboro excels at.
But the Attleboro is still down there. Yeah.
Inside 6 minutes to go. Salisbury smashes in front, tipped by Daniels. Ellison gets it back. They've been out there a long time. Attleboro looking for a change. A center. Burns on the right. And that's knocked down by junior Jen Daniels.
And another Attleboro long hit from 25 yards.
And you just saw Shea Salisbury, number 14 in the white, take a big, deep breath. She's got the ball now. They've been out there a long time without a sub. Salisbury's entry pass blocked by number 12, Riley.
In case anybody who's watching this first time hasn't noticed, this is a 7v7, not 11v11 game. A lot of space to run around in.
KP. Mansfield was a fast team. KP's a bit faster. Flipping it down the left wing is Margot Riley. She's got 2 goals in the air, chases it down. And there's Kiera Murray.
Great job, great job.
And we haven't seen Franklin yet this year, but I'd be hard-pressed to see if there's a better sweeper in this league than the way Kiera Murray's played so far. There's a long one-iron shot all the way back to number 18, Lauren Barrero. Steal by number 19 for Attleboro, Emma Briggs. She's got 2 goals on the year. Ned Ellis is still out there. Compton comes off. Coming on is the freshman, Siobhan Landers, in the midfield. KP counterattacking right to left. 30 yards out down the right wing. 3-on-3 field hockey right now. Crossing pass to, that would be no one.
I know that. Pretty sure that wasn't where she expected to put it.
It was tracked down, though, by Margot Riley. Back pass to Barrero. And Landers knocks the pass away, but out of bounds. We're inside 4 minutes to go in this first quarter.
We are moving along. Well,
not many whistles.
Not many whistles, and again, those that have, people play quickly.
Paige Burdos going to the right. Gets by Murray, has some room for a crossing pass. And who knocked that down? It was either Landers or Murray.
Right. So, is it? It's on the wrong line.
Yep. Kayla O'Brien will restart up top, 25 yards out, not 20. Nice try, but it didn't work. Immediately goes to the right. Briggs on the chase, gets away from KP. We'll use a tennis term, unforced error.
3 minutes. And
wow.
It is flying. As I say, both teams aren't wasting time on restarts. I say it's the way modern field hockey is played.
Grace Crocker comes back in for KP, making her first appearance for Attleboro was number 22, senior Laura McVeigh. She's done very well as a midfielder the past 2 years.
Another thing that moves things along, to switch to 4 quarters from 2 halves means there are no timeouts. So.
Quick restart by KP up top. That's number 18, Barrero.
Good clear, moving it out.
And that was McVeigh on defense. First pass by McMahon, back to McMahon from number 15, Hillman, who's got 2 assists on the season. Tracked down defensively by Lauren Barrero. Lauren's just a sophomore. I've said her name too much for a sophomore. How dare she play this well? McVeigh with a quick restart, read almost psychically by Abby Nixon.
Right. Who then miss hits in Attleboro's favor.
Nice stop by KP coach Lisa Cropper. Again, played collegiately at UConn. That's Division I field hockey, folks.
Decent Division I field hockey.
Yes. Abby Nixon with a nice defensive play and a quick outlet pass to Isabel Crocker.
Great stop.
By Trinity Harrison, the junior. Crocker stays with it. Now Landers, the freshman, gets it away. Thought about a back pass, tries to go upfield, gets it to Hillman. Hillman broken up in the midfield. I believe that's can't be number 10. There is no number 10, sorry. Great pass by Grace Crocker to the left to Nixon. Gets it in front, back to Crocker. Landers sweeps it out of there. Oh! Stopping it from going into the goal is number 3. Who made that great defensive play for the Bombardiers? Is that number 8, Lightfoot?
Interesting, it's being signaled as a 16-yard, which says she didn't touch it. Wow. But she sure looked like she did. I don't quite understand, but I won't argue.
That was number 9, Trinity Harrison. The ball went off Haggerty's right pad, was going behind her towards the net, and Harrison swept it away. McVeigh, pass on the right, coming up the right wing is Hillman. Hillman with a crossing pass to McMahon.
KP foot, so Attleboro ball.
McVeigh starts it quickly, and she's broken up beautifully. Quick counterattack. That was Molly Pillar. Oh my gosh, Pillar. That's a great athletic family at KP. Her big brother was a starting center for a Super Bowl winning team for the Warriors. Shot kicked out with the right pad by Haggerty. Nixon spinning, entry pass. Knocked back to Nixon. That was another defensive play by Harrison. Haggerty kicks it out.
Save and clear.
Haggerty kicks it out with a right pad. Good call, Ned.
And that's the quarter.
Wow. Boy, Haggerty has come up big. At the end of halftime against Mansfield with a penalty stroke stop, she made a diving save at the end of the third quarter against Mansfield, and there's another. No score. We'll be back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Ned Rich. Dave Angel, our cameraman up top. He'll also be editing this. And Jim Jones, our engineer in charge in the truck handling graphics. Ned, we went to a break, and the first thing you said was, "This is fun." And then you provided some analysis during our commercial.
I mean, that's supposed to be my job, right? No, we got to discuss these things. Yes. No, I think right now KP's got a pretty hot offense. When they get that chance to run in Attleboro, they're taking it in. But Attleboro's doing the reverse to them. It looks to me like Attleboro's offense is able to overpower KP's defense. I'm hoping the coach doesn't fix that in this. A chance she gets to talk to her team, it's always possible. But right now, when Attleboro gets down there, they're not overmatched when they're on the attack. And they've been down there quite a bit.
Yep. KP's done an outstanding job of blocking Attleboro's crosses. Unofficially, we have 4 saves for Attleboro goalie Ava Haggerty, a junior, and 2 saves for Mackenzie Manning, senior, starting in goal.
So, again, technically a 2-minute break between the quarters. The officials are not forcing that too much here. Let's say the movement from 2 30-minute halves to 4 15-minute quarters took away the timeouts because they have that opportunity. This is a movement that started at the national level and moved on down to high school. It usually lags by a couple of years because they sort of try it out at each level and it comes its way down to the high schools.
Bombardiers coming back out on the field. Again, they'll be heading left to right. And they have their, I guess, what we call top line out. Amanda Burns at right wing, Maddie Ellis in the center, and Hannah Webster on the left. In the midfield, it's Campbell Compton and Shay Salisbury. In the sweeper role, Kiera Murray. Goaltender Ava Haggerty. Nixon, who's done a great job at left wing in the first quarter of this game, is back out for KP, along, I believe, with the Crocker sisters.
We're waiting for the ball.
Oh, it's the little things.
Yeah.
And I wonder if KP has switched to a 3-3 formation that Mansfield used so effectively for the fast break. Amanda Burns coming down the right wing. Ellis streaking towards the net, being marked by Molly Pillar. Great athletic family in KP history.
25-yard hit. He would have liked to have signaled a penalty corner. That was his initial signal, but it doesn't exist. Again, a defensive foul that usually would have given him a much better opportunity to score.
Shea Salisbury gets over to Campbell Compton. Compton with 2 assists this year. Salisbury with 2 goals. Salisbury's return pass is broken up. And KP could have some numbers here because 22, Isabella Crocker, can fly. She's got her sister Grace with her. Broken up by Kiera Murray. This is the 3rd or 4th Attleboro field hockey game. We've done 3rd, I guess. And how many times have we said broken up by Kiera Murray? Ellis working against Pillar.
And did a very nice job then of bringing the ball down.
Ellis on the backside of her stick going to the left. Backhand shot wide of the cage. Smartly letting it go by was Mackenzie Manning.
Again, for those who aren't familiar, you have to shoot it within the 16-yard circle, which is hard to see, but it means you have to be close and touched by an offensive player. Midfield ball hits like they do in soccer just don't do you any good.
Restart. Nice, effective pass. Getting it out to Grace Crocker, who's got leads Mansfield with 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points. Campbell Compton with a steal, but then a miss hit out of bounds. KP ball. The words Campbell Compton and miss hit
aren't that common.
Right.
In the same sentence.
There's one that is common. Campbell Compton with a steal, swing and a miss. There we go. Oh, a bullet pass right on the stick of Ellis.
What did he call? He just calling. He's issuing a card. It's a green card. Field hockey has 3 cards.
And that call is going against, is that 16 or 18? That's Barrero, who has to come off the field.
It'd be a 2-minute off the field.
Excuse me, that's Morgan Cunningham, the junior defender who committed the foul against Burns.
I believe it was based on the swing of the stick.
I see.
A little high without touching anything.
And he seemed to indicate that the stick hit Burns in the shoulder. No score, 12:45 to go, second quarter. Burns will restart. Pass in front, tipped away by Pillar, and here comes the counterattack. Shea Salisbury with a stop in midfield. Compton now trying to stop it as well as... Boy, look at how fast number 22 Crocker is. What a battle between Campbell Compton and Isabel Crocker. Ball's in now to Grace Crocker. Nixon is open on the left. Now she's in front. Shot right pad save by Haggerty, her 5th.
Attleboro has to really try to get it out of this end so they can take advantage of the woman advantage they've got.
Yep. As time going away, flittering away on this power play. Nice defensive work by Compton. Trying to bring it up the right side, the left side, excuse me, is Hannah Webster. And there's the difference in the KP speed. Oh, she gets it up to the left to Ellis. What a great job by Webster. Now Ellis in front, has Burns to her right. Pass in front was knocked down by the goaltender. Long clear out to the right. Compton tracks it down, but she's 37 yards from goal. Pass to Ellis, 20 yards out. Into Burns, kicked away by the goaltender Manning. Read that play beautifully. What a great field hockey play, both ways.
So, got to go find the ball.
Crocker gets a rest. Coming back in is number 27, Sydney O'Shea. Also coming in, number 2, Paige Burdos. Boy, Attleboro starters have played big minutes here in the first half. There's Ellis in front up top. 10 yards out. Forced to the right. Gets it to Burns. And that call's going to go against
KP.
Yep.
25-yard hit again.
That was number 12, Margot Riley, guilty of a stick infraction.
Right.
1, 2, 3. So the power play is up, or player advantage. Shea Salisbury with a hesitation move gets by 2 Warriors. 10 yards out, a shot, left foot save by the goaltender Manning.
And then a defensive clear off the side.
Boy, both teams have had brilliant scoring opportunities, but Manning for KP and Haggerty for Attleboro. Outstanding work in goal. 10 minutes to go in the first half, no score. Ned, we have not had a goal, but this game has been anything but boring.
I know. They aren't, just passing it around in midfield or anything like that. And that's a mark of 7v7 field hockey.
Yep. Good 7v7 field hockey.
Again, this is the sort of play that you would do in a tie-breaking overtime.
Yep.
It's a standard field hockey configuration, just not used really at all in high school because they don't break the ties in regular games.
Yep.
They do in college.
Shea Salisbury doing some nice work. Back pass to Compton, 20 yards out on the right. Shot tipped away by Paige Burdos, kept in by Burns. Centering pass to Ellis in front. Rolling to her left. Hard backhand shot wide. Just missing the tip in was Hannah Webster. Sprinting off the field, changes for KP.
Again, in field hockey, you change on the fly. They don't hold up the game for it in any way.
Barrero comes off. O'Brien goes in. She'll play in the back line on the right. Or midfield on the right, I guess. The outlet pass stolen by the Bombardiers. Smashed back in. That was Compton. Hannah Webster with a shot. Save. Ball is loose.
Keeper was down, but KP's doing a defensively great job. Let their keeper recover.
Yep. Webster is broken up in front. Big contact, and she's grabbing her mouth.
This call's a long hit.
Yeah.
But it looks okay out there, though, right?
8:15 to go. Compton starts, fakes right, goes left. Long entry pass to Burns on the right. Beautiful defensive play, but it goes back to Ellis. Her shot is denied. Who was that in the middle? That was number 18 in the middle, Lauren Barrero. The net was wide open for Burns, and Barrero blocked her shot.
Again, another 25-yard.
Compton with a bullet shot inside. Goes off the
25-yard again.
Yep, went off the leg or foot of Pillar, number 8. And boy, look at Pillar check Ellis. Uh-oh. Compton not much on that restart. Stolen by Burdos of KP, then another whistle. And Compton takes the ball back for Attleboro, taken back away by Burdos.
And the call was an obstruction by KP that got in the way of the Attleboro trying to get the ball.
Grace Crocker heads back in after a short rest. Coming out, Sydney O'Shea. And you can tell what an athlete Sydney is. She's an ice hockey player. Her first year with one of the dominant field hockey programs in the Hockomock League, and she's playing basically second-line minutes. Down the right is Paige Burdos for the Warriors. Entry pass, gets by Murray, but does not get by Compton.
Oops, well.
Call goes against Hannah Webster.
Signaling a penalty corner, but that's a 25-yard hit.
6:45 to go first half, no score. Again, KP tries to restart at the 20. There we go.
Well, I think they're confused. Or you can have hits that don't start at the 25, penalties, but that's not the call.
Kiera Murray breaks it up, but then taking it right back is Barrero. Barrero driving about 12 yards out. Ball's up in the air.
Again, that's a call against Attleboro for having lifted the ball. Again, she's signaling a penalty corner at that end, but really means it's the 25-yard.
Call went against Hannah Webster, one of the senior captains, along with Campbell Compton and Amanda Burns. Burns in there defensively. Grace Crocker fighting forward against Murray. Call goes against KP. Quick restart for Murray. Up to Ellis. Tap pass to Burns in the center. Crosses midfield, heading towards the right wing. Long run for Amanda Burns. Forced into the corner. Crossing pass, broken up. I believe that's Barrero. Yes, it is, who's back. And here's coming up the left side, Abby Nixon. Pass up ahead for Isabel Crocker. Down the left wing, Shea Salisbury pursuing. Tap pass back. Nixon back to Crocker. Call goes against Shea. Woo! Call went against Nixon.
Yeah, she would delayed call, but I'm not sure why it was delayed if it was defensive advantage.
Kiera Murray with 5 minutes to go. Restart. Shot up the middle. Knocked down by Isabel Crocker. Getting it back.
Whoa.
That's Ellis. But now she's broken up. KP with the numbers. 4-on-3 right now. Attleboro a little tired here, Ned. Oh, but the pass to Nixon on the left gets away from her. Turnover.
I think she is showing a couple of the last runs also.
Yeah. Nixon, you mean?
Yeah, Nixon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Sorry, Ned.
I don't know the names as quickly, but I think they're working hard out there.
Jordan Croteau, a junior, did some great work against Mansfield. The ball tipped up by Shea Salisbury.
Right.
There's Ellis.
Nice. The officials let it go.
Pass ahead to Burns. Can't quite keep it in. And charging down the left was number 19, Emma Briggs, a junior. She's got 2 goals on the year. Restart. Shea Salisbury steps into the passing lane, but KP controls because Grace Crocker's that good. Stepping in is Croteau. Isabel Crocker keeps it going forward, but Shea Salisbury will track it down in the far corner away from us, and she just swipes it out of bounds to let Attleboro reset. Right. KP has subbed more in this first half, Ned, and right now with 3:35 to go in the half, they look a little fresher.
Right. The only time anybody gets a break, though, the way people are playing is when they have to chase down one of these balls that has gone off the side.
Long cross.
And she called that as a lifted ball.
Yep. The officials, and I'm not saying who was right or who was wrong, the officials in the Mansfield game, they were a little more tolerant of lifted balls.
Right. But it also, there's this judgment. Was it close enough to be dangerous?
Beautiful pass by Murray. Who's that coming down the center? That's Amanda Burns. Burns, they play the advantage. Passes in front. Ellis turn. Oh, she passed it back to Amanda, but Amanda had cut to the net.
But Amanda didn't let that stop her from going to try to get it again.
Yeah. And she generates a steal. That's right. Jordan Croteau on the right wing. Ooh, a miss hit. KP with a chance to counterattack with Abby Nixon. And then diving into the passing lane is Jordan Croteau. Quick restart by Nixon. Long hit. That's got Kiera Murray will be there to sweep it up for the Bombardiers. Cleans up a lot of messes. Now she comes up the right wing. Pass to, Amanda can't handle the pass. Tracking it down, number 16, Morgan Cunningham. And again, she flips it out so they can reset.
Right, which is actually interesting that she wasn't able to do anything more than give it back to Attleboro.
Yeah.
Attleboro, because they're chasing it down. They're showing all that energy.
That shows confidence in their defense, though, doesn't it, Ned? We're inside 2 minutes to go. Croteau will restart, just a junior. Gets it to Ellis. Ellis kind of muscled off the ball by number 19, Kelly Holmes. Holmes restarts. Pass ahead. Shea's getting there. Compton tips it before Shea can, but Shea maintains possession. Compton knocks it out.
He's waiting for a setup here, I think.
Yep. And, boy, look at Murray. Keep her eye on Isabel Crocker.
Right. Close.
Crocker, that's Isabel right there with the ball. Kiera Murray trying to mark her. Beautiful pass to the right. Just gets by the KP player. And I believe that was 19, Kelly Holmes. She's got 2 goals and an assist. Shot was wide.
So 16-yard hit for Attleboro.
It's funny. Not a lot of, I've got unofficially 5 saves for each goaltender. So that's a total of 10 shots on goal, but there's been more than 10 scoring attempts.
Right. Well, this is This game is working well. I think also actually in some ways for Attleboro is doing better with the fewer players.
Yep.
They've had a tendency last year on something like a 16-yard hit to not move it very far.
Yeah.
And this year they've got to move it farther because there's nobody else in the way to get it to. And it's working.
Campbell Compton, while Ned was talking about the Bombardier strategy, she made 3 outstanding plays during that time. Why was she an all-star again, Ned?
Yeah, somebody noticed he was doing this. No, I think Attleboro's adapted well to the sparse field.
And it looks like the half's going to run out while the KP defender's chasing down the ball in front of the beautiful foliage. A scoreless first half, but an awfully fun to watch first half. Ned?
Yes, no, both teams are playing. I think they're actually playing fairly evenly matched, a little bit more so than we might have thought. Like I say, I think Attleboro has adapted very well to the 7v7, the open field. They move the ball around well among themselves, and they keep bringing the attack. They have not finished perfectly well, but part of that's because especially KP's keeper just doesn't let them.
There you go. We'll be back with second half action after this on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the Greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself.
My name is Paul Jakes, president of Attleboro Firefighters Local 848. On behalf of our executive board and entire membership, we would like to say thank you to all Attleboro residents and businesses for their unwavering support throughout this pandemic. Words cannot describe the gratitude felt from the generosity of those who have donated much-needed supplies, PPE, and meals to our members on the front lines of this COVID-19 epidemic each and every day. The coronavirus has hit our membership especially hard in these last months, having 11 members and 2 dispatchers testing positive, with 1 member even hospitalized due to the severity of symptoms. In addition, having several members quarantined and an increased COVID-related responses throughout our community. As you can imagine, this has taken an incredible toll on our families and friends. Thankfully, because of the citizens of Attleboro, we have been able to find some solace in all of this, participating in birthday parades, drive-bys, Zoom meetings, phone calls, emails, letters, and most of all, knowing you have our back. All of this has allowed for a feeling of great joy by all involved. As the pandemic continues, please keep looking out for each other. Wear masks, practice social distancing, and remember, we're in this together. Stay safe.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
We're at halftime here. Attleboro hosting KP in field hockey. It's been an outstanding game. Second half should start in just a few moments. We'll run a few more spots and be back. No Score on 1320 WARA.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself.
Planning a trip to visit family? Leaving your home increases your chances of getting and spreading COVID-19. Some state or local governments are issuing orders and guidance, such as stay at home or shelter in place. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends you stay home except to get groceries, medications, or other essentials. If you must travel, follow the state or local guidance where you are, along your route, and at your destination. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Tozer Cassidy Field. It's the radio side of the audience only. Attleboro coming into this game, 3 wins, 1 tie. Their opening week games against Taunton were postponed due to a COVID scare here in Attleboro. I'm not sure if they're going to replay those games. Attleboro's beaten Milford 8-0 and 7-0. Tied Mansfield 1-1 at Mansfield, and then the first win possibly in program history against the Mansfield Green Hornets, 3-2 last week. That game was as much fun as I've ever had calling a field hockey game, and gosh darn it, even though this game is scoreless, Ned, it might be better.
Yeah, no, this has been a very fun game to watch. Attleboro is a fun team so far this year in this open play. Now, I am more into field hockey than you are, certainly, and so I enjoy watching more field hockey, just period. My daughter's a coach. Yeah,
at Union.
At Union. Yeah. And so I've seen a lot of field hockey games.
Yes.
But this is a good game, as I say. I was saying at the half break that Attleboro seems to have adapted well to the 7v7. I think KP has adapted well to it also. Yeah. But it makes people run, makes people move. And there's got to be less. See how much energy everybody has recovered.
Coming back on the TV side, Dave, in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy, along with Ned Rich, Dave Angel, our cameraman and director, Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running the graphics and about 13 other things in the truck. As this game's being broadcast live on the AACS YouTube page, Channel 15, and also on 1320 WARA Radio. No score. Unofficially, we have each goaltender with 5 saves, which might be a bit of an undercount. Maybe might have forgotten to mark down my on my notes in a few there. Attleboro is going to be moving right to left here in this half. Back pass to Shea Salisbury on the left. Starting in the midfield is Amelia Westwater, getting Campbell Compton a bit of a rest. Crossing pass by Isabel Crocker, trying to link up with her sister Grace. Knocked away defensively, and look at that, Ned. Making her first appearance was Westwater, and there she is with the defensive play.
Right. So it's a long hit for KP.
Kelly Holmes, 2 goals and an assist on the year. Entry pass by Beltramini, who had a great first quarter defensively. Grace Crocker inside. What's the call?
Defensive, offense off the end, so it's a long hit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 16-yard hit.
Yep. So Attleboro 16 yards out for their own goal. Will restart. Boy, we've noticed Kiera Murphy, she doesn't place the ball on the ground. She throws it hard down into the ground. Her pass was tipped away by Isabel Crocker. Offense restarted by Holmes. Pass through, chasing it down is Grace. Shot, save by Haggerty.
But it hasn't cleared the circle yet.
Yep. Boy, the Crocker sisters are impressive field hockey players, folks. There's number 7 for the Bombardiers, Westwater. No, I'm sorry, that's number 3. I was going to say Hannah Webster. Her restart pass stolen by KP's Holmes. On the left is Nixon. Can't control it over the end line. And look at Kiera Murray. She's running 16 yards out, fires the ball on the turf, and restarts. And once again, her initial pass nearly stolen. And now finishing the job for KP with a steal is number 18, 19, Holmes. On the right side, Isabel Crocker. Nice defense, Shea Salisbury. Ball matriculates into the middle where Grace Crocker tracks it down, and then nice defensive work there on the right. That's number 17 for the Bombardiers, Paige Parento, a freshman.
Attleboro's having trouble clearing it out of their half here. Both teams seem to have offenses that are a little better than their defenses, so they can get locked in. But once we get to the other end, hopefully this will change over.
Westwater with a nice defensive play. Now Ellis down the right side of the pitch.
She's got help coming in.
3-on-3. And the call goes against Abby Beltramini. Quick restart. Ellis, pass in front. Oh, Paige Parento just misses the shot on goal as the ball bounced over her stick. KP countering up the right wing. Here's number 2, Paige Burdos. Pass up to...
Nice combination.
Sydney O'Shea. In front, knocked away by Kiera Murray. Oh, what a beautiful play by Kiera. Now she'll get involved in the offense. Westwater stays back in the sweeper spot. And KP stops the charge. Murray gets it back. Doesn't get a whole lot on that pass, though, and now the Warriors have the ball and possibly numbers. O'Shea, a backhand pass to the left wing, fielded by Riley. Riley marked by Murray. Way into the left corner. Murray knocked it over the end line. No. Goes, whoa.
No, yeah, it was dribbled across.
Okay.
I think.
Restart by Westwater, stolen by KP. Boy, they've done well this half. Attleboro has had very ineffective restarts. But Westwater and Maddie Ellis worked for a steal.
I guess I should not have complimented them on their restarts.
Yes. Ellis, she's had the ball for about 50 yards now up the right. And a little body contact. That goes against number 16, Cunningham.
Right, and that's sort of a standard foul, I believe, so it does not go back to the 25. She does have to move it 5 yards before it can go into the circle.
I apologize. That was Barrero. Is that Westwater restarting? Yes, it is on the right. Her entry pass broken up by KP's defense, and I believe that was Barrero again. Her pass goes out of bounds. No score as we were inside 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bombardiers moving right to left. Well, that was impressive defense by Sydney O'Shea.
Get in the way.
So Westwater says, you know what? Maybe we'll go backwards to Shea. Salisbury.
Well, the thing, I'm surprised because she should have been farther away. Shouldn't have been able to get in on it.
Salisbury on the right, looking for an entry. Can't quite control it over the end line.
Because, again, by standard rules, you're supposed to back up 5 yards, even more so now with the COVID rules. But that's up to the officials to enforce.
Restart. I think that went off Webster's foot, so they play advantage. But then Webster takes the ball away from Burdos near midfield. Crossing pass to Campbell Compton, her first appearance in the second half. Sydney O'Shea with nice defense leads to a steal. O'Shea coming up against Murray. Murray knocks the ball away, but O'Shea maintains. Now Murray sweeps in and takes it away. What? KP ball.
Apparently not quite legally, but it was a good move anyhow.
Sorry, folks. I didn't have the field mic on. That's why we couldn't hear that. And I turned the field mic on, and we hear the crows in the background. Alfred Hitchcock presents. O'Shea battling against Murray. Yes, Ned?
Yeah, say battling there in the circle.
Out of bounds.
Not sure what he's signaling. Okay, it's a free hit. Not from the 25. There's a dash circle that you can't see that they're supposed to put the ball on, move around. No. She's not understanding what she's supposed to be doing.
What we have here is failure to communicate. Entry pass, Haggerty kicks it out with a right foot, unofficially her 7th save. KP's goaltender Manning has not had to make a save yet here in the second half, and we only have 8:20 to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, KP's been keeping most of the play down in Attleboro's end. So the reverse of what we were much of the time.
Yeah.
In the other quarter, in the second quarter.
Kiera Murray with another outstanding defensive play, but Sidney O'Shea catches up with her from behind, leads to the steal. Compton with good defense on Paige Burdos. Ball is knocked over the end line. KP ball.
Well, somebody runs to find the ball.
Hannah Webster put it over the end line for the Bombardiers. She's a forward, but not afraid to get involved in the defense.
Well, in 7v7, it's not so clearly defined because there's too much field to cover.
Boy, KP making a sub or two on just about every whistle. Stopped by Campbell Compton, but officials saying she used her foot to do that.
Minor infraction.
In most sports it is, not in field hockey. 15 will restart for KP. That's a senior, Kayla O'Brien. Tipped by Amanda Burns. And then body contact by Margot Riley of KP. Uh-oh, Kiera Murray, a mishit.
So a self-trip, I guess.
Yeah, steal by Campbell Compton. 4-on-3 for the Bombardiers. They're 30 yards out. Pass through to Ellis, just over her stick. Kicked away by Manning.
And there's no offsides in field hockey, so you can get that runner out behind everybody. It's perfectly legitimate.
Yep. Campbell Compton will restart for the Bombardiers. Grace Crocker, the leading scorer for KP, comes back onto the pitch for the Lady Warriors. Compton, 35 yards out. Long hit all the way through. Kicked away by Manning. Technically not a shot on goal because it was more than 16 yards out.
Right, but because the ball went up when the keeper kicked it, it's considered dangerous, and now becomes a 25-yard hit.
We're approaching 6 minutes to go. Still scoreless here in the third quarter.
For those of you who have never seen one, a field hockey ball is solid plastic.
Yeah.
It's not soft.
They were using the neon green ones. Now they've gone to a kind of reddish orange.
She grabbed it was close.
Yeah. And Attleboro with really their first offensive foray in the second half here. Compton, long blast. That's going to be dangerous. Restarting for the Lady Warriors, Kayla O'Brien, another senior.
Nice.
To Grace Crocker, leading scorer, 5 goals, 5 assists. Crocker self-pass, basically, and she gets by Kiera Murray. It's a 2-on-0. Here comes Nixon on Haggerty. Crossing pass, diving save by Haggerty on the shot by Grace Crocker. What a play. It was a 2-on-0, and Shea Salisbury hustled back and forced Grace Crocker to pass that ball, I think, a second before she wanted to. And that save is using my red pen for that save, a diving save by Amanda Haggerty.
Right. And again, in field hockey, the goalie is not allowed to cover up the ball.
Right.
That's what happened in the last game by Mansfield to give us a stroke. No, sorry, she covered up and Mansfield got stroked and she saved. So the obvious thing to do is let me stop that ball. You cannot do.
Restart pass almost stolen by Isabel Crocker, but it's Hannah Webster on the left, battling with Crocker, spinning to her left, 30 yards out. Hannah Webster's so effective on that left wing, and when it comes to skill, field hockey, it might require more skill than any other high school sport, and you can only use the right side of the stick. And the way Hannah Webster effectively goes down that left wing.
That call was because the KP player brought her stick over her head to bring it around to try to attack, and you're just not allowed to do that.
Shea Salisbury's entry pass is stolen. She gets it back, fires it in, knocked down. That was an outstanding play by number 15, Kayla O'Brien. So the Bombardiers, Ned, they can get it into the circle, but KP's defense isn't allowing many clean shots.
Right, and that, I was trying to figure out where the ball went. There it is, way down there. That was a foot by KP. Again, that would have been normally a penalty corner, a great scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
And you're not getting penalized to speak of for it.
Compton restarts. Beautiful stick handling to get 15 yards out, but her entry pass was tipped. That was tipped by Nixon. KP taking over, trying to get out of their own end.
Ooh.
Broken up by Compton, and there's a whistle.
I think there's a card coming out.
The official stopping the clock. Can't find the green card, but this call, it looks like it's, well, that's yellow.
It's a 5-minute.
And that's going against KP's number 15, Kayla O'Brien.
I'm not sure what for, but partly could be a yellow because it's an escalation. Same foul again.
Well, it's a different player. It was 18 last time. This time it's 16.
But you do some team fouls sometimes.
Okay.
You can't keep doing things. Did someone come off or not?
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Attleboro with one player advantage. And you're saying this is for 5 minutes?
Yeah, yellow is 5, and she held up her hand for 5.
Here's an opportunity for the Bombardiers. Compton restarts to Ellis on the move. Broken up beautifully by Isabel Crocker, but Compton gets it back. She'll back pass to Shea Salisbury, 40 yards out. Salisbury's pass stolen by Isabel Crocker. She's got more steals than any player in the field, but Shea Harrison steals it back. Tries to get it to Ellis. Ball is tipped. Ellis hustles for it. Hannah Webster with a shot. Right pad save by Manning. And that's Manning's first red pen save of the game. Still no score. Clock moving. 2:25 to go in the quarter.
I'm amazed that the ball has not hit a foot more times inside the circle than it has.
Lisa Cropper, the KP coach, having a conversation with the official. Still not pleased with that yellow card. Here comes Campbell Compton hustling back into the play. It was Grace Crocker. Boy, the Crocker sisters, man. Grace steals it. Compton tries to get it back. That's one Compton, though, against two Crockers. And they're taking off left to right. Isabel down the right wing. Taps it forward. A beautiful self-pass, but Kiera Murray breaks it up. Kiera Murray tries to jump into the offense, but hits her pass, and it's stolen by Abby Nixon. Abby Nixon leads a break. Attleboro looks fatigued. Campbell Compton with an offensive play. Long hit up to Ellis. Can't control it, though. Burns putting pressure on Barrero, I believe.
Call against Attleboro.
KP ball, 1:14 to go in the third quarter, no score.
You need to get that yellow ball back in play.
Yeah, really.
It works much better in this light.
Really, much easier to see.
I have one that's glitter.
Shea Salisbury with another steal. 4 on 3 are the numbers, but she's broken up, and here comes a counterattack. Who's that KP player? 3 on 2 as the steal was made by KP's Holmes. On the left side now to Nixon. Nice defense, Murray. Nixon retains possession. Reverse spin to her left. Murray prevents the crossing pass, but Nixon still has the ball. There's the pass to number 7, Daniels.
Coming out again.
Murray coming up the right side, trying to see the Bombardier helped out on defense there, but we'll stay with the play. Ellis on the right wing. Ball's out of bounds.
Right back in again. Miss hit.
5 seconds left in the quarter. One final defensive clear by Morgan Cunningham. That ends the third quarter. Still no score. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
My name is Paul Jakes, president of Attleboro Firefighters Local 848. On behalf of our executive board and entire membership, we would like to say thank you to all Attleboro residents and businesses for their unwavering support throughout this pandemic. Words cannot describe the gratitude felt from the generosity of those who have donated much-needed supplies, PPE, and meals to our members on the front lines of this COVID-19 epidemic each and every day. The coronavirus has hit our membership especially hard in these last months, having 11 members and 2 dispatchers testing positive, with 1 member even hospitalized due to the severity of symptoms. In addition, having several members quarantined and an increased COVID-related responses throughout our community. As you can imagine, this has taken an incredible toll on our families and friends. Thankfully, because of the citizens of Attleboro, we have been able to find some solace in all of this, participating in birthday parades, drive-bys, Zoom meetings, phone calls, emails, letters, and most of all, knowing you have our back. All of this has allowed for a feeling of great joy by all involved. As the pandemic continues, please keep looking out for each other. Wear masks, practice social distancing, and remember, we're in this together. Stay safe.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Ned Rich, Dave Angel, our cameraman up top, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge, because he knows how technical stuff works, and I don't.
Well, we wouldn't ask you to do technical stuff at the same time as talking here and following the field. I wouldn't want to try. Yeah.
No score as we head into the fourth quarter. Peter Gobis of the Sun Chronicle covering the game for the Sun Chronicle sports page mentioned to us that Attleboro has never taken a point from KP in a field hockey game.
And if that jinxes this, we will blame him.
Not me.
Right.
And
they left the red ball out there instead of going back to the yellow.
Grace Crocker leads KP in scoring with 5 goals, 5 assists. Her sister Isabel has 5 goals, 4 assists on the year, as does Madison Ellis for the Bombardiers, 5 goals and 4 assists. Abby Nixon has 8 points for KP. Amanda Burns has 7 for Attleboro, including 4 goals. Hannah Webster has 5. Here's Shea Salisbury, number 14, right to left.
I don't know if they just felt she hadn't run enough, so they only made her go back 20 yards to start the run.
Broken up by KP. Trying to see who that is all the way back. Who's that in the back line? That was 18 on the rush, and on the clear was Trinity Harrison, the junior. And Ned, she's giving Kiera Murray a break, a sweeper, and done just fine.
Yeah, well, a lot of energy gets used in the small-sided full field game here.
Hannah Webster coming up the left wing. Stops as she's defended by Grace Crocker. Grace Crocker, that leads to the turnover. KP cannot clear, though. Campbell Compton with the ball 40 yards out in the left wing. Hits
nice
Webster.
Hit.
Webster, long entry pass, bounces over the stick of Maddie Ellis. In the words of Maxwell Smart, missed it by that much.
And she runs down the red ball instead of taking the...
Yeah.
There's no orange one. There's no yellow one on that side. I don't think it makes a difference to the players. For those of us up here, a long ways away, it's tough to see it.
Wish the players, coaches, and officials would consider the broadcasters a little more.
Right.
Yeah. Campbell Compton with a steal on Attleboro side of midfield, but taking it back is Grace Crocker. She tried to attack up the left. I think that's Kerry Holmes on the left side of the field. Stolen by Compton to Harrison. Gets it up in the right wing to Burns. Burns well marked by...
Went out of bounds.
Ferrero? On the far side of the field, it's tough to tell whether it's 16, 18, or 19. Down the left wing for KP. Compton on the defense. Entry pass. Compton sweeps it out, but Grace Crocker maintains possession. The 4 is easy to read. Compton gets it to Burns on the right. Can't control out of bounds KP ball.
Right.
No score, 12:35 to go.
It's Attleboro ball.
Over the
16
line.
yard. 16 yard.
Over the line. Trinity will reach the... Boy, I'll tell you adjustments that KP made at halftime is on the Attleboro restarts. Attleboro had very effective restarts in the first half, almost every single one of them. The restart pass has been deflected by KP here in the second.
Right.
You know, I'm starting to think that Coach Lisa Cropper knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is looking more like a bit what they had last year, where they're having a hard time getting their starts out.
Yeah.
Now that
ball is... Yes, ball... What?
I just went quiet, but I guess I'm back. Broke my microphone.
Ellis has it on the right wing, trying to cross. Broken up, but Maddie Ellis gets it back for the Bombardiers. Long hit into the circle. Tip. Amanda Burns on to the right of the goal. Well defended by Molly Pillar, just a junior.
So again, a 25-yard hit that would have been a penalty corner.
Compton restarts quickly. Ellis' shot is just wide. And we've complained about Attleboro's restarts this second half. That one was almost perfect. Compton, a hard pass to Ellis, who controlled it. Shot just wide of the net. Her left, goaltender's right. Pretty play. 11 minutes to go, no score, but plenty of excitement. This time it's
stop. Beautiful.
Hannah Webster with the steal. Right side to Burns.
Again, KP foot.
Yep.
Long hit.
Went off the foot of Pillar, who's got that big knee brace on her right leg, but she's moving quickly, and then immediately finds where Maddie Ellis is, Attleboro's leading scorer, and she's marking her. Shay Salisbury starts into Ellis, tips to the right to Burns. Burns couldn't catch up with it, turnover.
Off the end, 16-yard hit for KP.
One of the fans who just heard yell, "You're on the right track, girls." I'd agree. Long hit by KP into the Attleboro half. Shay Salisbury tracks it down. Right side to Compton. Compton at midfield smashes it forward. Tipped by Amanda Burns to Webster, 20 yards out on the right wing. I was going to say nice defense by Pillar, but she used her foot. And Compton restarts on the run.
Yeah, they're not quite. Well.
Ellis in front, shot, save by Manning. Tracking down the rebound is Webster.
Oops. Just called another long hit. Well, would have been a penalty corner.
Unofficially, I have each goaltender with 5 saves in the first, 3 in the second. So Attleboro's offense dormant in the third quarter has come alive in the fourth.
Right.
Compton will restart, 9:20 to go. Back. Oh, she's only kidding. Now she goes forward. Broken up by Nixon. Call against Nixon.
Right.
"12 seniors on the KP squad. 8 on Attleboro's. turnover. Compton gets it back, though. Back pass to Shea Salisbury. They'll reset.
Ooh, got by.
Salisbury gets by Holmes down the right wing. Shea Salisbury, Ned, she is at least a step faster this year. Pass in front from Burns to Webster. Shot tipped wide. Attleboro maintains possession.
Right. These are all opportunities that in a normal game would be a penalty corner, which is a much better scoring opportunity than the 25-yard hit.
But Shea Salisbury, very effective on defense last year.
He just stole it.
Yep. Boy, she added some pop to her offense this year. Here comes KP, 2-on-1. Down the right wing is Abby Nixon. Kiera Murray gets there. Call will go against Kiera. Starting up top, that's Barrero. Entry pass. Broken up by Compton. Call goes against Compton. Restarting will be Pillar. Hard hit. Wide. Bombardier ball. She's getting a new one. Let's hope it's a lime green one. Yay! And now we'll see Kira come out, and she'll smash the ball into the turf, which I think she does just for the fun of it. Right. Oh, much easier to see that ball. Why are they moving it up then?
That was a foul, not off the end.
Oh, okay. So I was wrong.
Well, let's say if it had been off the end, it should have been a 25-yard coming in.
Pass bounced over Webster's stick. Landers in for Attleboro. Nixon down the right, marked by Salisbury. Look at that speed by Abby. Crossing pass broken up by Kiera Murray.
You notice that nice cooperation that they passed off who was defending her.
Yeah.
Because they both can't do it. Only one can defend against her closely at a time by field hockey rules. So they passed it off and went and doubled up coverage.
Lily Brown is in, who's been another surprise this year for KP's coach, Lisa Cropper. She's a soccer player in the past. Landers, the freshman, up the left. Controlling the ball nicely.
Very nicely, because it's on the verge of being obstruction, but isn't.
Cross pass to Burns. Broken up beautifully by Pillar. She clears it, but Shea Salisbury gets it back, and Shea's definitely a step faster this year. She'll restart. Ellis 20 yards out. Bullet pass, had trouble controlling it, but call goes against KP. Ellis restarts. Entry pass tipped.
Again, 25-yard hit.
Wow, so that went off Pillar.
Yep.
Hannah Webster chasing the ball down from the soccer goal behind the net. Inside 5.5 minutes to go in this scoreless game.
She wants it to, you have to do it 25 yards out from where it occurred, or same sort of perpendicular.
Landers restarts. KP with a turnover as three defenders work together. Now they're flying up the left. I believe this is Barrero. Landers hustles back into the play. Pass is open, though. One pass, touch pass down the left.
Oh, good poke away.
By Harrison against Isabella, but KP gets it back 3-on-1. Kicked out of there by Haggerty. Restart. Barrero. Isabel Crocker on the left. Left pad save, Haggerty.
Attleboro foot, so it's 25 yards coming in.
Landers, nice defensive play. 4:20 to go. Hard hit, tipped. Save by Haggerty, unofficially her 11th, 6 of the half. Clearing it the other way is Webster, broken up from behind by Nixon. Webster gets it back. Her pass to Amanda Burns on the right wing. It's 2-on-2 for the Bombardiers. Burns to Ellis, bounces over her stick. And did you hear that? The whole Tozer Cassidy field a collective, oh.
Okay, another 25-yard hit coming in.
Is that a shot from the spot? Is this going to be a penalty stroke?
I don't know. So she's signaling it as a penalty corner. I think just hasn't changed her signals.
So
possibly saying this is what it should be.
Landers goes back to Salisbury as they try to create some space. Entry pass tracked down by Webster. Webster broken up by KP's Lily Brown.
Illegally with her foot. So again, another Attleboro 25-yard.
Landers will restart, approaching 3 minutes to go. Landers will not restart.
Well, I think they decided she didn't start in the right place.
Yeah. And now we'll like to see Mansfield, Attleboro move without the ball here a little more. Turnover by Nixon. Steal by Nixon, I mean. Nixon up the right, 2:45 to go. Yep.
Attleboro keeping a good tracking eye and disrupting things.
Salisbury with a defensive play, but Isabel Crocker tracks it down. Moves to her right, gets by Salisbury. Shea hustles back into the play. Shot from the right, kicked out by Haggerty.
And then defensive clear.
Landers to Webster trying to come up the left. Beautiful defense there for KP. Mishit by Webster. That KP defense, by the way, was Jen Daniels. Landers with a steal to Webster. Webster up to Ellis. Ellis crossing pass to Burns, who bunts it forward to herself. 2 minutes to go. Beautiful stick control.
Right. By handling it properly, it saved it from being
a turnover.
A turnover, right.
As we said last game, Ned, bunting is dead in the major leagues. Bunting's alive in field hockey.
Yeah.
Isabel Crocker coming up the left. Landers playing a huge part defensively here late in the game.
Ooh, Attleboro ball.
1:40 to go. Burns on the right. Amanda looks for the cross, and the goaltender Manning kicks it out with her left pad.
Right. Taking no chance.
Unofficially 11 saves for Attleboro's Haggerty, 8 for KP's Manning. Landers restarts. Here's a steal. Is that Crocker coming up the left? That's Grace Crocker, their leading scorer. Shea Salisbury tracks her down, but a stick smack. Quick restart. Landers is gassed and comes off the field. There's a turnover. Campbell Compton came back on. Is Campbell limping a little bit?
Maybe.
40 seconds to go. Murray restarts. Doesn't get a whole lot on it, though. Here's a turnover to Isabel Crocker. Right, left, down the left side. Shea Salisbury gets a stick on it. Also got a stick on Isabel Crocker's stick. Oh, no, the call goes against Crocker. Restart by Compton. Attleboro's all-star. Getting in the way, though, is Lauren Barrero.
Okay, Attleboro ball, so I think we're going to end up tied because there's no extra time here.
10 seconds to go. Compton's long pass gets to Burns, but she's 30 yards out on the right. Foul by KP, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's the game.
Another great game.
You don't hear these words much. No goals scored. Great field hockey game.
Yeah. No, this was a wonderful game.
Attleboro, they belong now in the Kelly Rex League. They've been beaten up by these teams year after year after year. They maintain their undefeated record: 3 wins, no losses, 2 draws. KP is now 4 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Final comments, Ned, and we'll get out of here.
It's just amazing how this team has come up this year. They were getting on their edge last year. They're really up this year. They've handled this 7v7 very, very well. They had a little bit of a slow period there in the third quarter, but they come back and they held on. And I would have liked to see them win, and maybe they deserve to.
Outstanding job by both goaltenders, Ava Haggerty for Attleboro, Mackenzie Manning for KP. And great job by the coaches of both programs. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. Pardon me? I don't know what. We're the TV broadcast. I have no idea.